everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Cowboys. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taking you to 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On the counter, Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
His throw caught at about the 5. You know, the Saints took Cooks in the first round of the 2014 draft. I think they're glad that they did. He showed why in week 6, 173 yards and a score.
Did you ever have that kid in school? I don't know if it's high school or college that wore like a coat and tie every day, even when he didn't have to, because he wanted to be a pro. You know, he wanted to be a professional.
No, but I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
Well, that was Brandon Cooks essentially at Oregon State. How he went about his craft as a receiver, how he studied NFL receivers and what they did. And, boy, is it paying off in New Orleans now.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. In Week 6, Des Bryant was in street clothes on the sideline, and he saw a pretty good performance by Cole Beasley, stepping up 2 touchdown receptions.
He also saw Dak Prescott continuing to spread the ball around. Even when Des comes back, Prescott, I believe, will continue to do that, but I like what you said about Beasley. He's no longer just a great story. He's a big-time performer.
Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are extra point away from tying the football game. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now back to throw. He dumps off to Morris. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And it's incomplete. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Back to throw again. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I woke up last Sunday morning thinking Kobe Fleener, jet sweep, touchdown against Carolina.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I did, too.
Yeah, you called me on that.
That was a heck of a play, though, wasn't it?
It really was. How about him taking that jet sweep and carrying it into the end zone?
He also had 6 catches for 74 yards. Good day for the 6'6" Fleener. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He dumps it down to Ingram. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Play clock winding down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Touchdown, New Orleans. Daniel Lasco, 36 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A good pickup there, a 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. Williams, the man in motion left. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Breeze will try again on second down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They fake the give. Here's under pressure. He's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So bad mistake there by the kicker as the ball goes out of bounds. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And, partner, I know we've done some division talk, looked at different races, particularly the NFC East. What else besides NFC East is catching your eye now?
I can't help it. It's the AFC South. I came into the year thinking this was a division with a lot of intriguing storylines, and they had a great offseason. I wanted to see how it would develop. Well, Houston beats Indianapolis last Sunday night, and if that game is reversed, if Indianapolis wins, then every team in that division has 3 losses. Amazing what's going on there. It will be tightly contested all the way through.
Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's He's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams are...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terrell McClain in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Bryant spread out to the right. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now Breeze on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Paul Kruger in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here it goes.
Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Back to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up with one back. That's Ingram.
Check, 59. Here we go.
Breeze now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run the option left. They run again with Morris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. He hits Beasley right side. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go!
They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. And that's caught by Beasley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bryant, the man in motion right. Here's Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allowed you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Watch left. Start right there. Ready. 21.
One final try here for Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys...